Hi all, I'm Dan Smigrod, founder of the We Get Around Network Forum. You're watching WGAN-TV, and I just wanted to give you just a little sneak preview of a kind of a giveaway that we got planned. So this will make sense in a moment, but this is the VR kit, and this is the Rotator. This is what it looks like when it's attached to an iPhone 7 in this particular example. And it has a little tripod, and you press the button and it rotates around. And you might say, well, why would I need that? I have Matterport, I have a 360 camera. Well, so it turns out Zillow has a new program called Zillow 3D Home. And Zillow 3D Home provides they call it a 3D tour. I would call it a 360 tour or virtual tour or something like that. I'm not quite sure it's 3D, but it is a 360 tour that you can connect 360 panoramas from one room to the next, to the next, to the next. And the only way to submit a 360 is actually using an iPhone. You could manually rotate it around, and the app does that for you. But frankly, I think you'd really want to put this on this comes off, and I could screw that onto a tripod. Is to connect this to a tripod and have it automatically rotate around and shoot your panoramas. So right now, Zillow is test marketing Zillow 3D Home in Phoenix. That said, anyone in the United States can download the Zillow 3D Home app today and test it out of how to capture and edit a Zillow 3D tour, and you can't post it to a listing unless you're in Phoenix. But probably coming nationwide later in 2018, so it's probably never too late. And the founder of the VR kit, is a premium member of the We Get Around Network Forum. It's Ellie Gregorian Cure, and Ellie sent me a box load of these, and we're going to give away 3 of these to members of the We Get Around Network Forum. Now, it's not a contest. What I'm actually looking for is We Get Around Network Forum members that would like to take Zillow 3D Home for a tour, that are based in the United States, and test drive creating Zillow 3D Home using the VR kit Rotator, using this device, and then writing about it in the We Get Around Network Forum. Good, bad, or indifferent, we'd like to hear what you have to say, both about Zillow 3D Home and about the VR kit, the Rotator. Again, anyone can test Zillow 3D Home that's in the United States. You can capture, you can edit the experience. So to be eligible for the 3 that I would like to give away, you must be in the continental United States. I'm going to give priority to any WGAN, We Get Around Network Forum member that's based in Phoenix, because Phoenix is the test market for Zillow 3D Home. And so we're really interested in you actually publishing your tour publicly so the rest of us can actually see it. So first priority is to Phoenix. I recognize that we may not have 3 people raise their hand in Phoenix and say I'm in. So the next priority will be given to We Get Around Basic Standard or Premium members in the United States that would like to test out Zillow 3D Home and using the VR kit to do their tour. Frankly, it'd be nice if you did it with and without, if you handheld your iPhone and rotated it. So anyway, you can see there's a lot of kind of restrictions. Zillow only supports iPhone at the moment. The VR kit presently, while it works with nearly every smartphone except the iPhone 8, the iPhone 8 Plus, the iPhone 10, even though it works with an Android phone, the Zillow 3D Home only works with an iPhone. So I've totally made that really confusing. But the point is, if you want to receive one free, you got to have ideally an iPhone 5, 6, ideally an iPhone 7. Perfect world, you're in Phoenix. Otherwise, you're someplace in the United States. You're willing to test the Zillow 3D Home Tour, and you're willing to use the VR kit to do at least one of your tours, and share your review in the We Get Around Network forum so other members can hear what your thoughts are on shooting 3D Home and Zillow 3D Home, and also on using the, let's see if I can hold that up properly. Wonder if Johnny Carson ever had this problem. See, hold this up. There we go. Using the VR kit to do the tour. And again, when I press the button, in fact, let me just see if I can do that for you. See, I've turned it on, and I'm going to hit start, and it's actually rotating. And if I turn on the app for, in fact, why don't I do that? Just see, I give you this won't count as our little demo, because I know I'd like to do a much better demo for you. But I'll call up the, see if I can do this. Let's call up the Zillow 3D Home app, which I've downloaded on my iPhone 7. Thank heavens I saved that phone, because I actually use an 8 Plus. I'm selecting Create 3D Home. I'm going to put in, name my 3D Home, and then I'm going to put this back in the VR kit, Rotator, and reminder to really do this right, you want to put this on a tripod at kind of eye height, not on tabletop height or the height that I am. And then I'm going to say, take panorama, okay? And then this is what pops up on the screen, and I'm violating everything here because I don't have this on a tripod, and so I got to really line up the phone and everything. This works actually really well when it's just standing on a tripod and you're not trying to do it backwards. It's like, you know, like everyone always thinks of Fred Astaire being a great dancer. Well, imagine that Ginger Rogers had to do it equally as well, but backwards. So I have my phone backwards to me. It's kind of crazy. Okay, and then I would just hit the power button. See if I can do this. And it actually is rotating around. And it crapped out because I didn't keep the phone level because I don't have it on a tripod. So I'll do a proper demo for you, but obviously what would happen is the phone would rotate, and it takes a spherical 360, a panorama, and that's how you create Zillow 3D Home. And you know, who knew? I kind of think this technology is about 8 years old, but I guess that Zillow wanted to be able to say you can create a Zillow 3D Home totally free, no processing, no hosting, and no gear to buy. But I do think at the very least you want to get a rotator and put it on your tripod and make your life easy. And I think what you'll hear on this show that we do later in the month, in fact, let me see if I can call that up just to get the date right. We're gonna do a show on WGAN-TV Live at 5 on Thursday, February 22nd, 2018, with a member of the Zillow 3D Home photography team and a program manager, kind of explain the whole program, because I think this is probably may not be on the radar of many of us because it's only being tested in Phoenix today. But I suspect that we'll see this roll out rather quickly, and you know, and you'll want to know about, okay, how does this work, and download this app, and how does it work here, and what's this device, and how do you set this all up? So anyway, 3 of you will each receive one of these, the VR kit rotator, so that you can test it out and report back in the We Get Around Network forum. So if you're interested in that, we were publishing this video in that discussion. You can either just post to say I'm in and or send me a private message, Dan Smigrod, in the We Get Around Network forum. And I'll need to make a decision of the three We Get Around Network forum members that I select to receive the VR kit. Wish I could send every one of you a free one, but if you miss out and you still want to get one, Amazon has them for $49.99. So we got three of them to give away. Again, only because I want to move this conversation forward of getting people to review, members to review Zillow 3D Home paired up with the VR kit and your tripod. So anyway, thanks for hanging in. I'm obviously tired, probably repeated myself a couple times, so what else is new? But thanks so much, and you've been watching WGAN TV live at 5. Actually, I should probably probably do this for you. We'll this way I'll have a nice selfie for the. Okay, boom, done. Thanks again. Bye bye.